Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse my ignorance. With all of that resistance, what does treatment look like for you? We'll talk about the bigger picture of AMR shortly, but what does it look like for you personally in terms of when you do get an infection?
Right now, if I do get an infection, I talk carefully about it with my doctor first. I don't just jump on to say, hey, I need an antibiotic. I'll have a very, very close conversation with my doctor. If we go back in time, when I did actually have the resistant infections, and when I had to take my antibiotics, and I always do this even now, if you take an antibiotic, take it exactly as prescribed.
Yeah.
People don't always realize that these are very, very special medications. We can go buy painkillers, for example, at Tesco's, right, and say, yeah, there's a paracetamol. Well, if I take it, it says don't take more than maybe 4 a day or something like that. Well, if I take it at 10 in the morning and take it at 2 or take it at 4, whatever, it's okay. But with an antibiotic, it's very, very important that we take it exactly as prescribed. And so in my case, I'll give you an example. When I had the resistant infection, I was taught to set my alarm clock. If I started to take a certain antibiotic at 5 a.m. in the morning, I needed, or 5 o'clock at night, sorry, and it needed to be twice a day. So in other words, every 12 hours, I needed to set my alarm for 5 a.m. in the morning to take the next one. And I was explained that very carefully. So basically, I wasn't treating my body, I was treating the bacteria in my body. Yeah. And if I took the antibiotic too early, so let's say like 3 hours early or 4 hours early, there was a potential risk that I was kind of like putting too many antibiotics in my body, and the bacteria would have an opportunity to mutate. So if you think of like evolution, you're like pumping yourself with these certain antibiotics. If it's not taken at a certain time, they're overexposed, and then they have a chance to adapt and survive. So absolutely, yeah. So listen to your doctor's advice. But as I say, like for me in a specific case, it was taking it at a certain time. It was also, in addition, washing my hands every few minutes. In fact, anytime. If I was out in the street, pushing a button on a traffic light, I wouldn't touch my face before I washed my hands. And also, there are different types of infections.